President Trump's rush to secure a peace deal between Moscow and Kyiv has sparked widespread alarm, with concerns raised about the potential concessions to Russia. The president's assertion that Ukraine is unlikely to regain significant territory or join NATO has fueled anxieties among allies and Ukrainian officials alike. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's defense of the rapid push for negotiations as not a betrayal of Ukraine does little to alleviate these concerns, particularly in light of Trump's seemingly minimal resistance to Putin's demands. Trump himself stated he was okay with Ukraine's exclusion from NATO and acknowledged the unlikelihood of significant territorial gains for Ukraine. His primary focus, he declared, was on achieving peace, even if it means compromising. "I'm just here to try and get peace," Trump emphasized, adding, "I don't care so much about anything other than I want to stop having millions of people killed." This proactive, arguably unilateral, approach to peace negotiations has prompted a strong reaction from several European nations. The UK, France, and Germany, among others, have insisted on their involvement in any negotiations concerning Ukraine's future, highlighting the international consensus on the importance of a multilateral approach to resolving the conflict. The lack of European consultation underscores a potential diplomatic misstep, raising questions about the long-term viability and international legitimacy of any agreement reached without the full participation of key European actors. The potential for a hastily negotiated peace deal that overlooks the critical security needs and long-term aspirations of Ukraine has understandably generated significant unease. Adding to the complex geopolitical landscape is a significant ethical and moral consideration. Over 350 rabbis have published a full-page advertisement in the New York Times condemning Trump's proposed solution, which they interpret as a thinly veiled plan for the ethnic cleansing. This condemnation adds another layer of complexity to the already precarious situation in the region and underscores the profound moral implications of any peace deal reached under duress or without considering the human rights implications for all parties involved. This sharply contrasts with Trump's simplistic focus solely on the immediate cessation of hostilities, neglecting the broader ramifications for human rights and international law. The advertisement serves as a powerful reminder of the ethical responsibilities incumbent upon world leaders when negotiating agreements that impact vulnerable populations. The fragile ceasefire in Gaza is also facing renewed jeopardy, with concerns growing over its potential collapse. While Hamas initially indicated a willingness to delay the release of further hostages due to alleged Israeli ceasefire violations, including the ongoing killing of Palestinians, restrictions on aid, and the prevention of displaced Palestinians from returning to northern Gaza, a subsequent statement confirmed their intention to continue implementing the ceasefire deal according to the agreed timeframe. This development, while seemingly positive, still underscores the precariousness of the situation, especially amidst growing tensions and reports of Israel bolstering troop numbers. Arab mediators are actively working to prevent a renewed outbreak of hostilities. The ceasefire's fragility is testament to the deep-seated mistrust and volatile dynamics inherent in the long-standing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The precarious nature of the peace underscores the need for a long-term solution that addresses the root causes of the conflict and guarantees the safety and security of all involved. Domestically, the Trump administration has secured a significant legal victory. A judge has ruled in favor of the administration's buyout program for federal employees, allowing it to proceed with its plan to reduce the size of the federal workforce. This decision, however, has not been met without con. Everett Kelly, president of the American Federation of Government Employees, has expressed the union's intention to explore further legal avenues, arguing that the program's coercive nature and reliance on what he terms an unfunded IOU from Elon Musk is illegal and violates the rights of federal employees. The legal battle is far from over, and the debate surrounding the ethics and legality of incentivized resignations continues. This underscores the broader tension between the administration's drive for efficiency and the rights and well-being of federal employees. The legal challenges extend beyond the federal workforce. The U.S. Justice Department has filed a lawsuit against the state of New York, challenging a new law that permits individuals to obtain driver's licenses without providing proof of residency or citizenship. This legal action underscores the ongoing debates surrounding immigration policies and the rights of undocumented immigrants. Simultaneously, Fremont, California, has implemented a controversial ban on camping on public property, despite warnings from civil rights groups that this measure disproportionately affects the unhoused population and exacerbates the challenges they face in securing safe and adequate shelter. The lack of adequate alternative housing options raises concerns about potential human rights violations and the criminalization of homelessness. International news includes reports of violence and the consequences of policy decisions. A grenade attack in a Grenoble, France, bar resulted in injuries to 12 people, highlighting the ongoing threat of violence in even seemingly peaceful settings. Further afield, the Trump administration's 90-day freeze on foreign aid is having devastating consequences, according to the Guttmacher Institute. Their estimates suggest that the freeze is denying 130,390 women daily access to contraception, leading to an estimated 2 million unplanned pregnancies and more than 8,340 maternal deaths over the 3-month period. These statistics starkly illustrate the human cost of short-sighted policy decisions and the urgent need for access to reproductive healthcare services globally. Finally, the darker side of modern technology is highlighted by a disturbing investigative piece detailing how some dating apps have known about abusive users, including reports of rape, since 2016, yet prioritized profit over user safety. This underscores the critical need for greater transparency and accountability from technology companies regarding user safety, particularly in the context of online dating. This story serves as a potent reminder of the potential dangers inherent in online interactions and the need for stricter regulations and greater corporate responsibility in protecting users from harm. The report highlights the chilling contrast between the lucrative nature of the dating app industry and the very real dangers faced by users due to a failure to prioritize safety and implement robust mechanisms for reporting and addressing abusive behavior. On a less somber note, Canadians are offered a unique Valentine's Day opportunity, naming a dead rat after an ex and donating it to an owl as part of a conservation campaign. While intended as a humorous fundraising effort, this initiative has generated controversy amongst rat enthusiasts, revealing the surprising passions surrounding even the most unlikely of creatures. The varied reactions illustrate the diverse ways in which individuals engage with and interpret charitable initiatives. This collection of news items paints a vivid picture of a world grappling with diverse challenges, from international conflicts and political maneuvering to domestic policy debates and the ethical considerations of technological advancements. The stories presented serve as reminders of the interconnectedness of global issues and the importance of thoughtful consideration and responsible action in addressing these complex problems. The juxtaposition of significant geopolitical events with everyday life highlights the multifaceted nature of global challenges.